Number 8, it says explain how you determine where to place a decimal point in the problem. 38 4/10 times 6 1/10. This is like a problem that we did up above or on the previously. So there's two options of where we'd put our decimal point. So you can comment on that you counted the number of decimal points in the question and put them in the answer. Or you could use the explanation of we rounded or we estimated using kind of rounding as our guide here, and we turned 38 4/10 to 40, and we turned 6 1/10 to 6, which gave us an estimate of 240, which also then helped us place that decimal point. Now for number 9, what I did was I went ahead and started to do some of the work. That way, basically what you can do there is you can match up my steps. I did two of the strategies, or two of the methods rather, to check our multiplication here. So remember, our steps are first we need to do an estimate, which, shame on me, I did not do yet. Actually, yeah, I did up here. So we have our estimate up here, which is 15 times 3 equals 45. So I will use that method, or I could count my numbers to the right of the decimal to help me place my decimal. But I ignore the decimals when I multiply, and then I put them in at the end. And you can see here for number 9, my answer is 47 4/100. And I need to finish up my lattice here, but adding through, we should get the same thing. We do 2, 2, 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7, and 1 plus 3 is 4. So again, we get that 4,700. We use that estimate and say, wait a second, it needs to be around 45, or we count those places to the right of the decimal, and it is 47 4/100. Number 10, same thing. What I did, you can see I have my estimate, which is right here. We did 30 times 40 equals 1,200, and then I went through and I tried to color code my work so you could match everything up, and we get a final answer of 999 64/100. I was able to use either my estimate to help guide my decimal points, or I looked at my original question. Since there were two numbers to the right of the decimal in the question, we had to have our two numbers here to the right in our answer. And number 11, I did just go through and explain, so it's just kind of reiterating or repeating what I mentioned up above. So for number 9, we make an estimate. Now this would be the short version. You would certainly want to put this in a sentence. Next, we ignore the decimal. Multiply. And then we want to put our decimal back in, either using your estimate or counting the numbers to the right of the decimal in the question, and then making that match up to the answer.